You're watching a P-Rob Media production.
What's up, DiaBEAST family? It's your boy Percy Robinson coming at you with another smash hit video. If you are new here, let me be the first to say welcome to the DiaBEAST family. Also, make sure you guys like, you subscribe, and you click the bell so you know every time I drop a new video, which is every week. I'm not gonna lie, I didn't really plan to cook anything, to be honest. With my work demand being so high during the week, it's just hard for me to plan these dishes. But lucky for me, I had my cookbook. I mean, this cookbook is amazing. It really didn't take time for me to plan anything. Everything was already there, so I decided to make my coconut curry chickpeas. Now, the reason why I wanted to make the coconut curry chickpeas is because it's overcast, it's a little chilly outside, and I wanted something to warm me up. So yes, and I had a few cans of chickpeas and I had all the ingredients at the house, so I really didn't have to leave at all. So I know that was a lazy way of coming up with a video for you guys to watch, but I recreated this recipe. It's the same recipe, but I just redid it by just following it step by step. I'm kind of happy with the download. I just looked at it on my iPad and it was right there. It was lovely. Once again, I am super excited about doing this recipe. I really haven't made this recipe in a while, so I wanted to just break it out. And ladies and gentlemen, I have to say it tasted amazing. So with all that being said, I want you guys to sit back, relax, and enjoy the ride, and I'll see you on the other side. Holla at ya boy. Roll the intro.
Okay, DiaBEAST family, welcome back to another edition of DiaBEAST Kitchen. So, like I said in the intro, we are going to make something out of my cookbook. It is downloadable. Go ahead and check that out at DiaBEASTkitchen.com. So first we're going to start off with 4 cloves of garlic. Now, you can use the minced in a jar, but I prefer using the garlic that is the whole garlic because I feel that there's more flavor in the whole natural garlic. I think people are afraid of dealing or cooking with whole garlic because they don't want to mince it themselves. But believe me, people, take your time with this because the recipe is going to taste so much better when you use the garlic cloves rather than the garlic that is in the jar. Please trust me on that. Now, there was a time when I first started cooking, I always used the garlic that was inside the jar because it saved me time and I just didn't want to waste too much time mincing and cutting the garlic. But when I transitioned and I started using fresh garlic, that's when my recipes started tasting so much better. So basically, take your time whenever you're doing these recipes because it's going to taste a lot better. So we are going to use 1 whole onion, medium-sized onion. Now, I am cheating with this again, and I'm using my little machine because, like I said, your boy is kind of pressed for time. So just like that, we have our onions nicely minced, and we're going to put this off to the side. We have our garlic and our onions. We're going to set our eye to high at first, and then we're going to add our olive oil. And we're just gonna let it warm up just a little bit before we add the onions and the garlic. We're going to add the garlic first. Look how beautiful that looks, ladies and gentlemen. And then we're going to add our onions. Once we add our aromatics, We're going to give it a nice mix. Make sure everything is nicely infused inside the pot or the pan. And now we're going to add our chili flakes. Now this step is optional. If you're not into the heat, skip this step. But if you like the heat like I do, add about a tablespoon of chili flakes. Now we're going to add a tablespoon of masala seasoning. We're going to add a tablespoon of ground cumin, a tablespoon of curry powder, and then we're going to add a tablespoon of turmeric. Turmeric has so many health benefits. Anti-inflammation is one of them. So once we have all of our spices inside the pot, we're going to mix everything around. We're going to add our tomato sauce, just like so. Mix that around, make sure it's nicely infused. And as you can see, ladies and gentlemen, it is starting to take form. It's starting to smell amazing. And then we're going to add our can of coconut cream. It doesn't look good coming out, but boy, it's going to look amazing just like that. And we're just going to mix everything around, make sure everything is nicely infused just like that, ladies and gentlemen. And we're actually almost done. Like, this recipe does not take long at all to make. That's why it's actually one of my favorite recipes to make, because it's minimal ingredients, but the flavor, ladies and gentlemen, it is so amazing. So we're gonna put the top on, let it cook for a little bit, and while it is cooking and doing what it's supposed to be doing, we are going to start to cut up our cilantro. Now, you don't necessarily have to have cilantro, but I love it. I love putting cilantro on it. It just gives it that nice, fresh type of taste that this recipe is needing. But yes, you're gonna need the cilantro. And I like to just ball my cilantro up, cut it up, and then, you know, mince it from each side, kind of like I'm doing right now. And ladies and gentlemen, like I said before, this kitchen is starting to smell amazing. The freshness of the cilantro. You see a trend in my videos. I always use fresh ingredients, mostly fresh ingredients, except for the chickpeas. The chickpeas are in a can. You know what I'm saying? We got to save time somewhere. But I will do a video on how to hydrate your chickpeas as well. Put something in the comments if you want a video on how to rehydrate your chickpeas, and I can do a video on that. So once we drain and rinse our chickpeas, our curry sauce is starting to smell amazing, and this is where we're going to add our chickpeas in. Once we have the chickpeas inside the pot, we're just going to mix everything around, make sure it's nicely infused, just like so. Don't be afraid to fold it over, but just don't get crazy with it, because you'll get this stuff all over the place. And then we're going to add just a little bit of our cilantro, or a lot of it, however you feel or see fit. Now, once I have everything inside the pot, I'm going to close it, let it chill for a little bit. Once I let it chill for a little bit, I'm gonna open it back up, and look how beautiful this looks, ladies and gentlemen. The chickpeas everything is cooked inside this pot, ladies and gentlemen. If you can smell what I am smelling, you would be excited too. But yeah, so now I have my quinoa that I'm going to serve it with. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, presentation is everything. So I have my quinoa, and I'm going to add it to my plate. And just like that, ladies and gentlemen, we are all done with this wonderful, amazing recipe. I sure hope you guys try this at home. You will not regret it. You will be thanking me later. And make sure you pick up my book at www.diabeaskitchen.com. You can get this recipe and plenty more wonderful recipes as is. So what I want you guys to do is I want you guys to put something in the comments. Let me know what recipe you guys want me to make next, and I will be happy to make that. And the person's recipe that I choose, I will shout you out in my next video, because I appreciate you guys, and you guys are like family to me, and I really appreciate all the messages that you guys send. It's been fun, ladies and gentlemen. Please stay tuned for my final thought. Holla at ya, boy. Bye.
Welcome back, DiaBEAST family. Welcome back, baby. Now, wasn't that video amazing? But anyways, I want to thank each and every one of you guys for taking the time and watching my videos. You could be anywhere in the world, but today you decided to be right here with me. And for that, I thank you. So I'm gonna end on this note. If you eat good, you live good, and you feel good. And don't forget to tune in, tell a friend, and subscribe. Holla at ya, boy. Peace.